Well, I told the guys afterwards, proud of them, proud of how we played, how we competed, how we out-rebounded them. Disappointed by the loss, disappointed how it happened. But we got to learn from it, be better for it, and get ready for Arizona. I took responsibility for the loss. We didn't, whatever we tried to do, we didn't do well enough, and that's on me. So if we got to execute, and if you don't execute, that's my problem. And so that was the message I gave to our guys afterwards. I'm proud of them, proud of this guy for battling through. The cramps, Dave was unbelievable battling. We really had no guys to put in there down the stretch. The foul trouble, obviously, early and late cost us. And they just killed us from the free throw line. 40 free throw attempts from a team that doesn't get to the line that much. They doubled us from the free throw line. So 30 to 15 from the free throw line, pretty simply, that's gonna get you beat. And so that's on me for allowing them to get 40 free throws and us to get the 24. So you just can't allow that. You can't have that happen. We out-rebound them, and turnover is about the same. But simply put, I just did not get us to do the things we need to do down the stretch. But congratulations to them, and again, it really just became a free throw contest.
David, how tough was it not to be out there for the final minutes?
It was very tough. As a guy who's in the whole game, and you're caught up and you're in the flow of the game, it sucks to sit out those last couple minutes. But I trust my team. I trust, even if that does happen again, they'll come through and they'll win the game. So it sucks, but it is what it is.
And Jamie, from your perspective, what changed in those final minutes to allow them to?
Well, we didn't. They scored endlessly. 11 more from the free throw line, like I mentioned earlier. I think we had 15 to 16. Hudson scored down the stretch. So we didn't guard well enough. Simply put, they got to the line constantly, and our rebound numbers went down. Even though we did out-rebound them by 5, it was bigger at that point. So obviously there's some other things that what we could have done offensively. Make free throws would have. We had a turnover too. But again, their aggressiveness and their ability to be aggressive without fouling was a major accomplishment.
Yeah, and Coach, coming out of halftime, big difference coming out of halftime to build that 15-point lead, and then David, your performance in the second half too, after scoring 7, and then you scored 13 in the second, and then pulled down the 9 rebounds. So, 2 questions for you guys.
Yeah, the second half, I like how we responded. We had a good start to it, and then late in the second half, first half, they made a run. We didn't take good shots, and that's been kind of our challenge. Offense gets away from us a little bit, but second half we came out, got off it, had wide open threes pretty much the entire game, and especially during that stretch, and put us in a position to just make the right plays. So. We didn't get it done. It killed us. Xavier was really very efficient, but he fouls out in 19 minutes. So, that hurt us a lot. I think down the stretch, he was plus 15 when he was in there, by far the biggest number on the floor. So that was huge. But we, pretty much, all of our guys were in foul trouble, obviously.
I think it shows, coming out of halftime, what we're capable of. I think we're a very good team. We're a very competitive team. Everybody wants to compete on this team. So I'm happy how we came out. And in a game like this, you never really want to go in overtime, especially for us. But I'm proud of how we fought, regardless of the outcome.
Jamie, on the last possession for Kansas in regulation, I assume you were expecting a 3. What was the instruction to your team on?
Yeah, we wanted. We just didn't get it done. We didn't do what we wanted to do. So that's on me. If it doesn't get done, it's on me. You got to teach it better, got to coach it better, and you got to be there. So the games change on how they call those things, and it's a challenge, and it was something what we wanted to do.
Were you surprised at all to see Darren come back in those final seconds for KU, or did you expect that?
That's what I'm thinking about. We got guys everybody's going to battle. David went back in a couple times, and so we're there was a lot of things expect guys to play. David got back in there and he was cramping up both legs.
And then David, you talk about the rebounding on this team and how you guys need to rebound and not rebound the other team. If you look down the numbers, I mean, it's every single player contributed in that department. What can you say about that?
I can say our team, like I just said, I mean, our team is full of competitors. We're going to compete, every single game. And, as a leader on this team, all I can do is say I'm proud. There's not more to it. These guys, they fought, and we put up a great fight. And when it comes down to rebounding, that just shows who we are as a team. And like I said again, I'm really proud of these guys.
Take a couple more questions.
Jamie, what did KU do on the inbounds to make those difficult for you guys?
Yeah, I thought a couple of guys were open. It's just the timing of when we moved, and I thought we changed up the second time we did it, and I think we had guys open. We just didn't deliver it. We had guys open. We just didn't deliver at the right time. So that was on those, and it's just gotta execute and do that. We made some mistakes, and they made some mistakes, but bottom line, they got the line 40 times, and we were in foul trouble the entire night, and that's what we've got to avoid. You can't do that on the road and give yourself a lead. Eventually, it's going to wear you down. Take away from our defense. It took away from our defense. We couldn't guard the way we were guarding down the stretch, and that was evident.
And then, Coach, 2 games into conference, big win at home, and then really coming on the road and going to overtime with a team like Kansas. What can you say about your team, 2 games into conference play?
I kind of said it when I started here. I'm proud of our team, proud of how hard we played. I know we're a good team, and this turns us to, could have easily been 2-0. But you also look at it, every game's going to be like this, and you could also be 0-2. So, we obviously we were in a position to be 2-0. We didn't get it done, and this can't kill us. This got to make us better. It's got to be stronger and learn from our mistakes, which we intend to, and get ready for Arizona, which is on Saturday. So we've got we've got time to get better, and we just got to be better defensively down the stretch. You just can't give up basket, free throw, basket, free throw. I mean, it just it made it too easy for them to come back. Their aggressiveness ramped up, as every team does when they're down a margin like that. We've got to know that, prepare for that, but also keep our aggressiveness defensively, and which I thought we lost some of that.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.